Welcome to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. This is a podcast where we explore Taiwan's technology ecosystem, its startups, its economic shifts, and how all of that connects to global innovation and geopolitics. I'm your host, White Shoe. Today we are going to talk about something that most people outside Taiwan may not fully see yet. The global race for AI computing power. The competition between companies like Google and NVIDIA has quietly landed in one city, Taipei. And more importantly, it is no longer just a supply chain story. It is becoming a geographic battleground. Chapter 1: Taipei's dual-core AI battleground. For years, Taiwan has been known as the center of semiconductor manufacturing. TSMC, advanced nodes, global chip supply. But AI is changing the game because AI infrastructure is not just about chips. It is about servers, cooling systems, power delivery, and full-scale system engineering. And today, that entire stack is converging in Taipei, but not evenly. It is concentrating into what we can describe as a dual-core structure. On one side, Google's AI hardware expansion in Shilin. On the other, NVIDIA's growing presence across Nangang and its new overseas headquarters in Beitou Shilin Technology Park. This is no longer just a supply chain cluster. This is a strategic AI battleground. Chapter 2: Shilin, Google's TPU engineering base. Let's start with Google. Shortly after unveiling its Gemini AI model, Google announced a major move. It opened its largest overseas AI hardware research and development center in Taipei's Shilin district. This is not a pixel lab. It is not about consumer devices. It is about AI supercomputing infrastructure. Inside the center, engineers are working on TPU server architecture, cooling technologies, high-speed interconnects, cloud infrastructure validation, and next-generation AI hardware systems. In other words, this is where Google builds the physical foundation of its AI models. While much of the AI world runs on NVIDIA GPU, Google is building a parallel path. Based on TPUs, it's on custom silicon and infrastructure stack. And Taiwan is at the center of that effort. Chapter 3: Nangang, NVIDIA's engineering frontline. Now let's move to NVIDIA. In Nangang, NVIDIA operates one of its most important engineering centers outside the United States. This is where NVIDIA works closely with Taiwan server manufacturers, the companies that actually build AI infrastructure for the world. These include Quanta, Wistron, Inventec, and Pegatron. Inside this engineering hub, NVIDIA teams focus on GPU server platform design, thermal architecture for AI clusters, next-generation systems like Blackwell, and hyperscale AI computing platforms. This is where NVIDIA's chips become real machines. The AI servers that power cloud providers, enterprises, and governments. If Silicon Valley designs the chips, Taiwan builds the systems. And Nangang is where those worlds connect. Chapter 4. Beitou to Shilin, NVIDIA's new overseas headquarters. But NVIDIA's move in Taiwan goes beyond engineering. The company has officially committed to building its new overseas headquarters in Taipei. The location is Beitou Shilin Technology Park, also known as Beitou Shilin or Beishiki. The project is called NVIDIA Constellation. This is not a small office expansion. It is a large-scale strategic investment with over 400 billion new Taiwan dollars in total investment, long-term land development rights, and plans to create thousands of high-value jobs. This new headquarters will serve as a major AI R&D hub, a regional operations center, and a bridge to Asia's AI ecosystem. This is a clear signal. NVIDIA is not just working with Taiwan. It is anchoring its future here. Chapter 5. Why Taiwan is becoming the center of AI infrastructure. So why Taiwan? Why are both Google and NVIDIA making such significant moves here? There are 3 structural reasons. First, Taiwan is the global capital of AI servers. More than 90% of the world's AI servers are designed and manufactured by Taiwanese companies. Second, Taiwan has some of the most specialized hardware engineering talents in the world, including expertise in signal integrity, thermal engineering, power systems, server architecture, and high-density PCB design. And third, Taiwan's supply chain is incredibly dense and difficult to replicate. It includes TSMC's advanced manufacturing, server ODM giants, cooling technology leaders, optical and networking suppliers, and PCB ecosystems. all tightly integrated, all operating at global scale. For AI infrastructure, this is not just efficient, it is irreplaceable. Chapter 6: The investment perspective. From an investment perspective, the Google-NVIDIA rivalry might look like a competition, a zero-sum game. But for Taiwan, it is the opposite. Taiwan benefits from both sides. TSMC manufactures chips for multiple AI platforms. Server ODMs build systems for global cloud providers. Cooling companies benefit from rising thermal demands. Optical and networking suppliers grow with AI scaling. In other words, the more intense the competition becomes, the more Taiwan's ecosystem expands. Conclusion: the new geography of AI power. The global AI race is often described as a battle between technologies. TPUs versus GPU, Google versus NVIDIA. But when you look at where the infrastructure is actually built, the picture changes. From Google's expansion in Shilin to NVIDIA's engineering hub in Nangang to its new headquarters in Beitou, Shilin, Taipei is no longer just part of the supply chain. It is becoming the center of gravity. The global AI war has found its ground zero, and that ground zero is Taiwan. Outro. If you enjoyed deep dives into Taiwan's technology ecosystem and its role in the global tech industry, be sure to subscribe to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. You can find this podcast on YouTube and Spotify. And if you'd like to read more of my analysis on Taiwan's technology industry, visit my blog at whiteshoe.blog. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search for White Shoe. Thanks for listening. This is White Shoe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Taiwan Tech Dispatch.